Well, hello, my loves. So, welcome to another Rishika Uncut. I do not have it in me to cut this specific video at the moment, but I wanted to get content out. Now, to give some context about the fans, high-powered fans that are coming at me, I can't breathe without them. So if they were not there, I would die, literally. The other thing is, I did give you sort of a health update in my edited video that I never posted because I didn't finish editing it. But hold on, as you guys know, just prepping my lips with the Michael Todd Beauty / Spa Sciences lip plump serum. But yeah, so if this noise is bugging you, I apologize in advance. I just can't do it without it, so it's absolutely necessary. Okay, so today we are gonna go out. I thought my eyebrow looked more normal, but like in the viewfinder it's not really. Okay, so this is all natural light. It's not hitting me, which is a good thing, because you know, with this. Anyway, so today we are celebrating my mom's birthday, so I wanted to do kind of a more intentional look, but I also still want to test out a couple things. Also, if I ever stop talking or need to kind of breathe a little bit to catch my breath, please just be patient with me because, like I said, my lungs are so fragile right now. They've basically shriveled up and they are constantly suffocating me. So that's the reality. And I am waiting on the CPAP machine that I've used during the day and the night to expand my lungs because I'm just in really, really bad shape. So that's another reason I'm stuck in Princeton at my parents' house, and you might recognize this background from Patriot Actor or something. The Indian election episode, if you want to look it up. Okay, I am a little bit afraid of powders at the moment because obvious reasons. There's a lot of wind in my face from the fan. But we're gonna try to not waste powder to the fans. It just feels good to be recording again, you know? And if you see my mom or dad walk in the background, just ignore it. Okay. So, as always, well, not as always, I think I'm gonna actually start a little bit differently. So, I will go in with my e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, which you guys know I love. I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. Let's see. I'm just gonna put it randomly-ish, but also not random. I need it around my mouth too. See, it doesn't go when I do that anymore. That's why I have to put it on the back of my hand because it's like pretty low at the moment. Also, guys, speaking is very difficult for me, but I love you guys, and I've been dying to do a video, like a more long form one, so that I could speak to you guys. Just because I've been kind of off the grid for a little bit. Focusing more on my advocacy related things versus just because, again, it's hard to talk. But one thing I did want to tell you guys, I will be speaking at an Indian American Impact Conference in DC on a panel that's called What I Wish You Knew, and it focuses on marginalized voices, or like marginalized people. So like as somebody who is disabled, very sick, I'm also a survivor of abuse and assault, and some other things too. So if you're interested in that, I can link down the information below, because the whole conference is pretty much going to be really good and educational. So yeah, I hope that you can hear me over these fans. My parents were a little worried about that, and sorry about the peach fuzz. I told my husband to get rid of it when I went down to DC for an appointment, and he said no, so kind of have to live with that. Okay. So as always, I'm gonna start with color corrector, and trust me, I did restock my color corrector. I was having like this nice like $5 off, and you only have to spend $20, so like I got a couple more color correctors. But in the meantime, we're gonna try to make this one work. Honestly, the worst case scenario would have been me just using the Natasha Denona one. Actually, maybe I should layer some of that. I haven't done that in a while, but sometimes it confuses me. You guys know, sometimes like if I do that, I'll forget concealer, which is weird, but I do it. Or it may sound weird. So yeah, I'm at my parents' house. I've kind of just been dealing with my health challenges. Pretty much can't do anything without assistance at this point. And yeah, I'm accepting visitors that I know. So if you're a friend of mine and are wondering that, then you don't have to wonder, just ask me when. I've been getting lots and lots of love, which is nice, but it has literally been 2 months since I have properly seen my husband in a not, what's the word? Doctor setting, because I've gone down to DC for appointments, but we either just go and come back, or like immediately, or we rent a hotel room where we bring this high-powered fan with us, and we go about doing things that way. I mean, it's been nice so far. The other day, I mean, not the other day, but like a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week, I don't even know. I have no perception of time. But a couple weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, what's the word? I might have to work faster under these conditions. I don't know. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, we went down and met up with my cousin, my hobby, so my sister-in-law, and my beautiful niece, and that was really nice because we had like this apartment style hotel room that was just 2 blocks away from my actual apartment in DC. That way my husband could go back and forth as he pleased. And it ended up working. This is happening because I always have air coming at me. That's essentially the context around that. Okay. What I'm thinking for today is some Dior. What do you guys think? I think Dior is a good idea. Why can't I see where did I put it? I had my Rare Beauty contour. Like this Natasha Denona box that I put a lot of random stuff in, but I don't think I would have. I don't know. Okay. I'm just confused now because I don't see it anywhere and now I'm freaking out. It's okay. We will Oh, it might be, duh. I have a whole backpack of makeup. Alright, let's see where it went. Sorry, I'm so dramatic, guys. I'm like, I don't know what to do with, oh, everything is here. Alright. I'm gonna need all of those things. It's a good thing I checked. Okay, I apologize. I thought that I had this all set up for success, but clearly not. Okay. Might go back there for eyeshadow. I have no idea what I'm thinking for eyeshadow, but we can think about that along the way. Okay, so yes, I will use my Dior today. It is my favorite. If you don't know, I mean, if you know, you know. But this is the Dior Forever Skin Perfect face stick in 2N. So you could tell it's very well loved. I've just been using the ColourPop a lot more recently just because I've been staying home. But since today I'm going out, I thought, hey, might as well enjoy it. What's the point of having things if you can't enjoy it, right? Alright, so I think you guys know I love blending this out with my BK Beauty N17 brush. It's part of the Nikki LaRose collaboration. I literally cannot work without this brush or any other brush in her line. I don't know why I started on my forehead, to be honest. I usually don't. I usually start in the middle here to blend it out, but give me a second. I don't know if I can, I mean, I have in the past done this while talking, but it's been a bit since I've done like a full-on makeup look. Wow, I have a lot of peach fuzz. At least I don't think I have a mustache. So if that's a win, then I'll take it. I actually haven't spoken to my parents about this yet, but I'm pretty sure that tomorrow, possibly one of my sisters, my sorority sisters, might be today. That'll be really, really nice. I need a nice hug from her. I have to touch up the brows a little bit, and I think I did them kind of weird today. I'll be honest. But the shade match and the skin likeness of it is why I love it so much. Okay. So next, let's do some concealer. Now you guys know I love the mix. Bear with me. My shade is beige. So yeah, if you're a match to me, or skin twins, I think that's what it's called these days, or skin twins, then this would be a good one for you. But I'm going to use a little Almond technique that she did, and I've been loving. Not necessarily this part, but the fact that you only really take a minimal amount, because little does go a long way, and sometimes it's easy to forget that and over apply. But this method, with specifically this A506 brush, or any brush really like that does concealer, it's just much easier with this brush. Like, I barely used any product, and look at the difference. Proof is in the comparison, I guess. I was gonna say in the pudding, but there's no pudding, so I kinda want pudding now. Can't have pudding. Yeah, so we're just doing a little birthday dinner for my mom, and I can't really go outside. I have to be in a controlled environment all the time, and so it's gonna be potentially embarrassing, but my mom, I guess, found out from the place that we're going that we can take this high velocity fan with us, and they'll find a way to plug it in. So I wish it was like kind of in front of me, so it looked like my hair's flowing, you know. That would work for like dance videos, but can't do that right now. Again, it would kill me. I can't even sing anymore. I used to exercise my lungs by singing because my lungs have been very weak for a very long time. But we didn't know it was to this extent until I had to be rushed to the ER. So, yeah, I feel like it brightened up where it was supposed to become happy with the concealer and foundation. Like, there is something so skin-like and just gorgeous about this finish. Hope you agree. Okay, so next, by the way, big news. You guys know how I have been stressing, like literally like stressing about not having this Cosmetics powder that I've been relying so heavily on. But I got my hands on 2. I wanted to buy 4, but my husband was like, let's just buy 2 for now. Because I'm like, I need to back up. I can't have this happen again. I literally have like I have the Kimchi Chic powder, the Mario powder, the L'Oreal Blur Perfection, the Lottie London, the Huda Beauty. I'll try to replace this Cosmetics powder. It's just bizarre that. Anyway, but I digress. Okay. So here's my beautiful Rare Beauty contour in Solace. It is the best, especially for people who are disabled. It is probably the easiest to apply, as I have mentioned in the past, and it is just perfect. It is literal perfection. And then I'm going to use the Victoria Beckham contour stylus in the shade Marble. So, you guys know how, I mean, if you're Indian, you would probably know better, but, I have become quite close to, let's do a little lip contour there. Bacha, who I call Aditya Baya. And my husband and I were very excited to be going to his concert in Virginia next Tuesday. Sorry, not next Tuesday. Why did I say that? Next Thursday. Sorry, next Friday. What am I talking about? Sorry. Okay, yeah, next Friday. And I'm actually redoing my hair. This is annoying me. So next Friday, that was the plan. But I was told that if I go, there's a very high probability that I won't be able to breathe, and they won't get to call 911 on time. And if I'm lucky, I'll get on a ventilator in time. And if I'm not lucky, I'll die. So, that's always fun news, right? So, I texted him, and I told him and his manager that we're not going to be coming. It would be nice if we could see him regardless, but I understand he is an international star and has other things to worry about besides me. So I've taken on kind of a little sister vibe with him, but he's been pretty busy lately, so anyway, it's been kind of breaking my heart a little bit because I've been looking forward to this for over a year now. See how nice that contour. Alright. Now that we got contour on, let's do cream blush. I just need like some kind of cream. I think I had one in mind, but it's okay if I deviate a little bit. I do have 3 right in front of me from Elf. I could go swap more. Oh, no, duh. I have to use this. I was supposed to test this out. So this is the Sheer for It Blush Tint in Cherry Cola. I don't know which brush I should use to blend it out, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna use the, yeah, I think I'm just gonna use the regular brush I use. If I was at home right now, I could play around a little more, but, I'm just trying to get any, like, pigment that may be on the brush still off. But this is the Morphe 858 brush. In one of my previous videos, I did say what the current Morphe alternative is. So, anyway, so let's see how this looks on the cheeks. We can always cover it up if it's not my vibe or whatever. I really don't know how to apply this and how fast I have to be. So, probably more fast considering the fans. So hard to blend it out into nothingness, but let me try again. I think I've seen a couple videos of how layering the pigment helps, but you can also just get that like nice blush kind of look, depending on how minimal you wanted your makeup to be. It's actually pretty. It's not bad. I mean, I can actually see it on the viewfinder way better than I can see it in my mirror, so that's nice. Let's try the same thing. I'm just gonna do the same thing I did. We'll try it on the lips too, but I don't know if I'm gonna settle on that for the lips. I just want to play around with this a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna layer a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. I like how sheer it is, to be honest. Like, it's nice and it's just like kind of like a watery base to it. Try to put a little bit on my nose. Okay. So yeah, when we get to the lips, we'll see how this looks on the lips. But so far, I kind of love it. Cherry Cola is a good one. I was afraid of like this specific shade because I thought it would be very vibrant, but it's actually not too vibrant. I feel like with all this hair in my face, do I even need to use setting powder? Anyway, yes, because that's the next step. I will always use powder. I'm just gonna quickly make sure there's no creasing underneath my eyes. And then I will pull out my beautiful N14 brush, also Equal Beauty. And I'm gonna proudly go into this very used and abused Cosmetics powder because I can finally use it with peace of mind. I was afraid that there would be like some event that I would need this and I would just run through it really quick because I kind of, I don't know, it's just like the best. Like besides Huda, like I think this, in my opinion, for at least my skin and my needs, this and Huda are the top two. So my normal cocktail is this Kosas product, but I use at least 3 setting powders in every look I do. So, you know, it's funny because the cherry cola, it didn't really go away as much as I thought it might have after the powder, so that's good. Has good lasting, and I'm really happy to be reunited with this. I mean, it's been staring me at in the face for a very long time, but I can use it in peace. I don't have to worry about it going away. But I just love how this pigment is still showing through, because usually, I mean, maybe it's because I use 3 powders in any given moment, but let's see what happens. But I feel good about the prospect that I will, I feel good about the prospect that I will, what's it called, be like it leaves behind kind of a mauviness in like a really nice way. This is a black t-shirt, by the way. This is not my blue t-shirt I've been wearing. It looks a little blue in the light, but I don't know why I had to clarify that. I feel like I just all the videos and pictures I've been taking recently, like I literally have a rotation in New Jersey of, I think, 4 shirts. It's very, very likely, if I continue this trend, I will definitely just, oh my god, just using this powder just makes me so happy. Wow. Okay, but I love it. I always put a little bit extra around the nose because I wipe my nose a lot. Alright, let's put this away for now. And then we'll go into our second powder. Let's see. I was thinking about trying a new cocktail, but maybe I will just enjoy this Cosmetics moment. Oh, the other thing I needed to do was reapply this. Now, it's been 30 minutes, so even with these fans, somehow I just love the way that it makes my lips glow. Anyway, I forgot to tell you guys, so I wanted to make a specialized video about this, but there's a few more days left to submit Sephora Squad testimonials. Now, you may or may not know these things about me, but I have really kind of positioned myself from my lived experience and professional experience to speak on disability in beauty, basically, you know? And I don't see myself represented, whether it be events, whether it be, I don't know, pretty much anything. I don't see that in beauty, and that was the main reason I actually founded my beauty brand, Empower Beauty by Rishika. And I've been able to do a lot of advocacy with my resume and my brand behind me, because my brand is more than just a, hey, wait for the next product drop. It's more of a movement, if that makes sense. And it's something that's really important to me, because I know so many people in beauty, or sorry, in like the disability world, who love makeup. I personally find it therapeutic. It's something that can easily turn my like, what's the word, my mood from not so good to amazing. So it literally works as therapy for me, as well as a million other things that it does for me. So I want more representation, and I kind of want a seat at the table at this point. So if you're a beauty brand or a beauty conglomerate that's looking for somebody like me to represent people with disabilities, survivors, whatever part of my background that resonates, I can bring that to the table. So it's something I've been working on behind the scenes a bit, but then also, like, just it's a much needed thing. So yeah, and also regarding the Sephora squad, I feel like not only will it just be an incredible experience, because I love makeup, I love beauty, everything about it just makes me happy. And at this point in my life, with my life being so fragile, I've been advised by many doctors to just do what makes me happy, and that is exactly this. So in terms of the Sephora squad, I think I'd be a really good fit. I think that people that know me, I didn't have to explain anything to them. They already knew, like, yes, I would be a good fit. And I want to be mentored. I want to learn. I want all like these like little hacks for like TikTok and Instagram, mostly Instagram. And I don't know, I just like, I have this, everyone that knows me knows this, I have an addiction to learning. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but I had a triple major at Rutgers, and then I was also very involved as a student leader. I ended up winning from my sorority. I was president and everything. Like, I was a part of a million different organizations, and it's actually how my husband and I met. We ran against each other for president of student government. We have a very, very interesting story that maybe I'll have us tell one day. What was I gonna say? after Rutgers. So yeah, I ended up winning Greek Woman of the Year before I graduated, or the year I graduated, and then I went on to get my master's at Johns Hopkins, and yeah, then after that I went to the Obama White House. I worked in government affairs at Bechtel Corporation, like that giant construction company that does like big scale projects like the Hoover Dam and the London Tube System. Just small examples. Then also I went on to work at a Gap Inc. And that's kind of where my health spiraled a bit. And yeah, but it's all like policy, government affairs. That's like my true background. But I pivoted because I had to, and it's because I realized how happy beauty was making me. And I'm like, I think my husband just encouraged me, why don't you just try to start a channel? And I was like, okay, cool. And I'm also very entrepreneurial and stuff, so I got into beauty related things. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, there goes my microfiber cloth. If I needed it, it's gone. This is the Huda Beauty powder and cherry blossom. I don't know if you guys saw all of that flyway. It's kind of comical, honestly. My life is comical. Anyway, I was just telling my therapist yesterday? Day before yesterday. My life is a joke. It's a joke at this point. Like, what else can go wrong with me? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Sorry. I forgot my normal routine for a second. Usually what I do is I take this smaller brush, and then I go around my nose with the Huda. For the same reason, I go around my nose with all the other powders. It really does make a difference, if you're wondering. By the way, this might be a very long video. Warning you. Which you probably already know, because probably when you clicked on it you saw how long it was, but I don't even know how long it was, but future self does. So anyway, yeah, so I mean, I got the policy chops, I got the identity, and I got the drive. I literally have nothing to lose. Like, I've been coming at Mac pretty hard for like the last year, maybe even longer, but to be honest, they really deserve it. Like, they don't respond to anything I say. I've been asking for them to add and all abilities to their inclusivity statement, but they don't even respond to me with why not or whatever. So I try. That's why I feel like I'm positioned pretty well to be on these boards, to push for people like me. So if you're a person like me, please try to get me on these boards so that I can advocate for you, because that is what I want to do. I want to build something that's going to outlive me, and then I also want to make whatever time I have left important, so, and meaningful. So that's That's my goal at the end of the day. Okay. I think so far looking good. Let's see. Okay, for eyes, I'm not sure what direction we should go. Let's see if we can use one of those like baby Natasha Denona palettes, or even this is from the I Need Warm. I just feel like there's a way we could switch things up. Not really feeling the baby blonde. You know, maybe what we can do, actually, this is what I'm thinking. I should have looked in here because I actually have a lot of cream blushes in here. I mean, I wasn't going to use that anyway because I planned on using the e.l.f. earlier regardless, but for future reference, I have some in here. Whew. Okay, out of breath. So in terms of palettes, just in front of me I have many, but I was thinking we can use these two shades. And I don't know, I'm not really feeling some like long gold right now, so I'm thinking using these two shades to just kind of like add the definition and whatnot, and then maybe go in with the, what is it called, Muse shade from the I Need a Nude. The last time I was honestly able to build up this little thing like to really like stand out on my face. So I don't know. Alright. It's just because like this really deep brown can add a lot of depth and dimension. But alright, let's just do it. First, actually, I'm gonna start with this white shade as I always do, with my N12 brush from Incredi-curl. Gonna wipe it off because I think it's just the white powder. I was showing my nephew the other day like my brushes and stuff, and my sister saw and she was like, "Do you ever wash your brushes?" And I was like, "Yes." Of course we do. But like there's certain brushes that I don't prioritize like as much, just because I don't really like need to. I don't know. I can if I wanted to, but and also I always have like a disinfectant with me and ready to go in case I feel like it needs to be cleaned. Anyway. But it's really cute how like, or really sweet how interested my nephew is, and I love it. Every single, like I want to do a full makeup, like he looks forward to me coming so we can do makeup together, which is such a nice thing, and it's like me sharing my joy with him in a really sweet way. And he asks me a lot of questions. He wants to see all the colors. There's just so many things, and I'm scared for the relationship we have overall. Okay. Let me put this brush back because it will throw me off next time if it's not back. And let me get my regular brushes that I use for my eyes, which includes these two. and 12. You know, I might try eyeliner today. And another one. Alright. I mean, I have a bunch of other ones, but for different purposes. Where are those? Okay. I don't know why this one looks like that. More favorite shoes. That may be able to help. Okay. I just like kind of having everything. Because my little brush bag is not very comprehensive. Like, only I can find these things. Anyway. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to start with the pinky shade. Because the true essence of me is born in pink. I don't know why I did that or said that, but pink is my favorite color. I mean, if you look at my entire desk here, my mom even made a comment about it the other day. Or when I was filming my last video, she was like, well, definitely color is your favorite. And I was like, yeah. No shame in that. Even my microfiber cloths are what's it called? Even my microfiber cloths are pink. Okay, so I'm gonna start with, maybe just as a base, I'll put this down. I'll start at the inner outer corner, move it in a bit. We'll play the rest by ear in terms of using the mini gold palette. I think if I get the dimension I want from these specific colors, I think probably well. But let's see. I also want to like take a nice amount of like pictures in the look and stuff. I go everywhere in sweats and stuff. Nobody really tells me that I can't, even if their place has a dress code, because I'm disabled. They're not gonna be like, oh, you can't let you wearing sneakers, because like I literally can't wear anything but sneakers, so it's either my Hokas or my Jordans at this point. Maybe I'll have a better collection down the road. But usually if it's special occasion, I'll wear Jordans. If it's a regular day, I'll go Hokas. And that's fine. Okay, so that was just kind of like a transition shade, which I thought it would be, but I see more depth on this side than this, so I'm just gonna put a little bit more. By the way, I have the full version of the I Need a Nude palette, like in my backpack right there, but I'm trying to use these baby palettes because they're so cute, and I want to like have ideas of like looks that I can do with this in mind, you know? So if I decide to take it when I'm like traveling or something, I want to be well prepared. Okay. Just to balance it out, you can take some on my lower lash line. It needs to be clean. But I don't think it's really gonna do much, which is fine. Alright. Then I'm gonna take the deeper pink-ish, whatever it's called, mesh. Again, start in the outer corner, bring it in, just really blend it out, build it up. I know this hair looks crazy, just try to ignore it. You probably are, and I'm probably just projecting. But anyway, if you are open to leaving me a testimonial for this Sport Squad, it would mean the world to me. I mean, my whole brand as a person, like, for everyone that knows me, is pure love and authenticity. So that's exactly what I would bring to the Sport Squad, besides everything else. But like, I really want to learn. Like, I want to learn from like all these people and just creators who, like, I've lost so many. I was at like 550 Instagram followers. It took me a long time to get there, but I think my hiatus may have worked against me in that way, because I've been losing followers every day, which is fine. I mean, quality over quantity, so I'm not too worried about that. I just also do like need to build my subscriber base and my follower count, just as a disability influencer, you know. So I think some people will really value what I say and what I do and the different techniques I share. But at the end of the day, of course, like, people sometimes only see follower counts, which I don't blame them. That's just how the world works. I'm not super active on TikTok at all, but I probably should be. I don't know. I'm just, again, doing what makes me happy and being the change I want to see in the world. I'm gonna add one more layer. I really like the pink on the lower lash line. Okay. Alright, so we'll revisit this, but in the meantime, I'm wondering if we should add depth with this shade or this shade. Let's go with the dark brown. I'm gonna start by adding it to the outer third of my lower lash line, and then I'm gonna create depth with it in my crease. So I'm just gently bringing that into my crease to add the definition. I'm holding the brush all the way to the end for the most control, but the least amount of impact on my wrist. Do you see what that did? I don't know if you can tell, but just a tiny bit. Again, I'm gonna focus this on the outer third. And then bring it up gently into my crease. I might do it one more time. I'm debating. Yeah, let's do it one more time. I think a lot of sun is coming from this side, so maybe this one looks a little brighter, but there we go. There's way more dimension now than there was before, in my humble opinion. And then I'll do the same thing again. Other third. And bring it up into my crease. Very gently. Not a lot of pressure at all. What was that accent I just used? Did you hear that? Ow. Like, I don't know why I said that. I meant, like, at all. Still sounding kind of strange. Anyway, I don't know. Okay. It's a pretty base, I think. Okay. So now I'm not going to use this brown shade. I'm going to go back into this palette and use the pinky shade. Just kind of blend everything seamlessly into each other. And enhancing the depth that we created. If that makes sense. Alright. I don't know why my eyes are tearing up. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more from my lower lashes. I think it has the other one on. I will take a little bit more on my lower lashes to enhance it a little bit. Alright. I think I'm happy where it is. Now I think we can add shimmer. So I'm gonna take Muse, which is the middle shade. It's also the middle shade in the bigger I Need a Nude palette. I also have a little single version of this. It's very pretty. If you try to make it opaque, with looks I've done in the past, I haven't liked it as much, but when I scatter it around my eyes a little more and use it more as like a topper, I tend to like it more. So, but I always take it with my finger and then just kind of follow my heart. And focus it kind of in the center, because we'll have something else from the more inner corner. But I'm just gently tapping it where I want it. See? Ended up kind of pretty. This eye always turns out a little bit different. I don't know why. I think it's because I have a little more visibility. I'm not really sure actually. Anyway. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some and just kind of focus it towards my lash line. So that reflectiveness kind of is enhanced when I open my eyes. Alright, I think that's where I want to leave it, but I do still need to just quickly go over it. Clean blending brush to make sure nothing got where I don't want it to be. Okay. All good. All good. We'll worry about the inner corner highlight in a bit, but that was good. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. No, there's still more. Of course. Okay. So for my main eyeliner, oh wait, shadow, duh. So I'm gonna start with the black. Actually, did I want to use the black or did I want to use what I used? Maybe I want to use what I used. Let me take that back. Yeah, from the baby or mini baby gold palette. I keep saying mini. The minis are the ones with the 5 pans. The babies are the 3 pans, and the single shadows I'm not really sure what they're called, to be honest. I did at some point know what they were called, but in this moment I have forgotten. Let's see. Here we go. I thought, hey, let's try something different today. I always go with like the black, so I'm gonna dip my brush into the brown and then add this to my lash line the way I normally do, even though I feel like I went a little bit too high this time and possibly messed things up. What is on my lip? Oh, it's my lip. My lip is on my lip. I might have to find a way to blend that out. That is not what I wanted. Okay. I don't want to take too much like pigment off though. But that was 100% my fault. And this I'm just going to take across lightly. I don't know, is it? I think the fans are confusing a little bit, to be honest. I mean, I'm more confused without them because I'm like literally in a confused state and then I pass out and then it's like a 911 type situation, so like literally when I went to go see my pulmonologist, I did one simple test and I was out, like completely out. Pretty much all my doctors have seen me in very embarrassing states, so they're doctors, so I don't know why that made my like tears come. I like this like soft, sparkly, brownish look. Okay, so that is that. Now, whew. Oh, my eyeliner. So I'm still gonna go in with my black eyeliner, the one that's just like fudge proof. It's from Ophir. I'm gonna also type on. I know my must look a little crazy when I do that, but honestly with this pencil specifically, because of like the angles I do it at, the worry I have more so is about not scratching my eye, because it's very close to doing that. I have to sharpen it. But see if I go like that, it's like, okay. Okay. This needs to be sharpened. Desperately. But did I get enough? Yes, I got enough for now. And luckily it's waterproof too, so I just have to remember to sharpen it before I use it next time. Okay. Next, so you see like the brown liner, but then you also see the black liner, which I love. I don't know, I kind of just love it. Let's see. Next. Oh, I was gonna just, so I wanted to test out this e.l.f. Smoky Kohl eyeliner in charcoal that was sent to me, and I think actually it would go nicely with this look. I just don't want it to like I don't know the lasting power of it. But look at that nice, look at that nice tip there. So I kind of want to just make a little bit of a line, sort of. And I could very well be messing up my makeup right now. And then what I'm going to do is take the N12 brush, if I can find it. Then I put my N12. Oh, it's here. I'm going to take the N12 brush without the powder and kind of just pull it out a little bit. Make like a little baby wing situation. Actually, I might just take it straight from here because I don't think this brush is getting much. I think I should have probably cleaned the brush completely first, but let me go over it with this. I know it's a little bit counterintuitive to like the color profile, but little baby wing. I'm not sure if that worked. should be much better. You know, like my goal one day is to get Adi, who is Aditya Maharaji, to just yell at me for not being able to do wing liner. That's my life at this point. So I'm just looking straight, building a little bit of a line. The ideal brush for this would definitely be my N12, but we'll work with what we got. I'm just bring it in a bit. I don't want to blend it too much, but I want to maintain that like nice brown that we had. So this needs to be a little triangle in the process. I'm learning my eye makeup, so that's great. Alright. I'm gonna try to erase it. I feel like I'm gonna get worse though. Guys, something new I'm trying with a eyeliner I've never tried before. I have to fix that somehow. I don't know how, but I will figure it out. Well, I made a mess. There must be a way to clean this up. I could use concealer, but I like on my base here. Let me just blend out a little bit of black there. Hopefully blend it away. And then clean this. Crisis sort of averted. But now my eyes are not even, so don't know. Okay, I might need to pull out these again. Pull out some black items. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna, I think my mistake was just not trusting my gut. I use more of damping motion than a dragging. I have like these like strange pieces. Yeah, I messed up that. looks nice, but this eye looks like a mess. Oh, I don't know. What was I thinking? Okay. It also kind of matters, like, what your view is, but this was avoidable. Alright, let me try to blend some of this out with this so that everything is cohesive again. If I have to throw on more concealer, it's okay, I'll just do it, but let me just get a little more mousse on there so that that's more of the focus. Yeah, that looks much better, except this sort of has a baby lane and this doesn't. So we'll just have to live with that, I